Hi, my name is Shannon, and I'm a graduate student in my 5th year of my PhD program at Yale, and I study neuroscience. And I used to study actually right here, which is Berkeley, California, and that's where I did my undergrad, where I studied molecular and cellular biology. And so I'm really interested in cells and the parts of cells called proteins and how they relate to diseases of the brain. And so my research right now is focused on Alzheimer's disease, which is a disease where people can't remember things and they start to lose the ability to form new memories. I got interested in Alzheimer's disease seeing family members struggling with the disease. So as a kid, I saw great-grandparents and grandparents both struggle through Alzheimer's disease, and my family struggled through caring for someone with Alzheimer's disease. And so patients with Alzheimer's disease can't form new memories and they begin to forget older memories. And so as like a 5 or 6-year-old meeting my grandma or my great-grandma and having her not recognize who I was is really confusing. And so I didn't really know what was going on. And so I wanted to learn more. And a lot of people didn't really have answers for what was going on. And so that dug me deeper into Alzheimer's disease, and I learned about all of the research that was going on. So that's what got me really first interested in research as a way to learn more about Alzheimer's disease. So I chose a link today that's all about ears. And I think ears are a really good example of how your brain or how your body specializes different parts for different functions. So in your brain, you have areas that are really important for memory. So in Alzheimer's disease, these areas are most affected. But then you have other areas that are really important for something like vision, and those areas aren't affected. So we can't really see the brain very easily, and we can't see the parts of the brain really easily, but we can see our ears really easily. So everyone's got ears, and a lot of animals have ears too that you can see. So bunnies have really big, prominent ears that stick up and can turn around their heads. Elephants have really big, floppy ears. And so I think it's a really nice example of how we specialize different parts of our body for the functions that we need them for. So the first link is a designer ears experiment that was made at the Exploratorium, which actually you can maybe see in the background here. It's on the other side of the bay from Berkeley. And it's a science museum right near where I went and did my undergraduate degree. And they have a lot of fun hands-on demonstrations. And so this is an example of one you can do at home, which is you make your own ears. So you can use things like cardboard or maybe empty toilet paper rolls if you have those lying around to make what you think would be the best ear for whatever function you want to do. So if you want to be able to localize sound the best, you might want really big kind of cone-shaped ears that can take in a lot of noise and make it in a really tight space.
How are dog and cat ears different from humans?
So the next link is a link from PBS, which is a little more about how hearing works. So different animals not only have different ears, but they actually can hear different things. So dogs, if you've ever heard a dog whistle, you probably can't hear it, but your dog still comes. And so that's because dogs can hear noises that humans can't hear. And so this video explores a little bit about how different animals use hearing in different ways.
Did you know that there are 3 parts to the ear?
The last link is a little cartoon about actually going into the human ear. So you've learned about what different ears might look like and how hearing works in different animals. And then this is a deeper dive into how the human ear actually works. So you'll get to see what a human ear looks like from the inside and how the different pieces of the ear work to make sound possible and to make our brains be able to interpret sound that we hear coming in.